Hi everyone, it is Andrea from Energy Healing by Andrea. So yesterday I came on and I said that I used my pendulum to pick the deck that we were going to be using. So I thought, well, why don't I not just show you guys how I do that? So you guys can use a pendulum or whatever you have to help you pick things in your life if you want to do that. So I got my pendulum here. Now I put 4 decks in front of me, okay? I do not know how to switch this camera to do both things in a video. Not technological savvy at all. So I'm going to just pick them up one by one and show you that way. So it's going to spin like this, okay? And then on the one that it wants us to use, it's going to go the other direction. Now, I always say to pick at least 3 things, because if you only pick 2, you're going to be unsure, like, well, which one is my yes and which one is my no? I know because I've been doing this a long time, but you guys might not actually be very clear on it. So if you pick 3 things and it does the same thing for 2 of them and then something different for the other one, that means the one that it does the opposite on is the one that you're supposed to be choosing. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to pick up the first one. So it already went the other way, which means that this is the one it wants us to use. See how it went back to spinning? Spinning. Spinning. Now if I pick up that first one again. See? Now you could also do it like with just putting your hand over it. So if I'm putting my hand over that first one, again, it spins that way. Second one starts spinning this way. Back to the first one. Spin back. Second one. Oh, went back the other way. First one. See? So it knows. So it's saying pick this first one. So you guys can do that with anything. I usually do it with like picking dates, picking months, picking like weekends that I'm going to be doing something, which one is in my highest good and best interest to choose. When I'm like at a store and I'm trying to pick something out and I'm like, I cannot decide. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm going to ask my pendulum because it knows best. So I do that with everything in my life pretty much. So pendulums are fun and you can communicate with your guides. And anyway, so it wants us to pick this Sacred Light Oracle. So we are going to pull these cards and we're going to shuffle them. Now, you might ask, well, how do you know when to stop? Like if you get a deck and you're like, but I just keep shuffling and shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. Or if I like, is that it? Is that all I'm supposed to be doing? Well, for me, I get like a sound or like a pressure in my head. So it's kind of like a it doesn't sound like that, but it's like a pressury like vibration, I guess I would describe it as. So what is in our highest good and best interest to get a message for us today? Energy attachments, energy exchange, negative influences, self-sabotage, number 13. Interesting. Let's see what that has to say. You are a conscious creator. How you address the energy in your life determines how it is directed around you. Emotional energy, spiritual entities, and negative energy frequencies have the potential to disrupt your life force, misdirecting your thoughts towards lower vibrational actions such as addictions, mental and emotional instability, and other non-loving pathways filled with self-sabotage and critical judgment. Forever in a deep state of awareness and tranquility, Lord Shiva is held as a supreme being and is depicted in 2 poses, meditation and dance. The Divine Masculine is carried by Lord Shiva as his power and presence encompass a love of all life, choosing to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Known for rescuing other gods and spiritual beings by agreeing to swallow the blue poison, Hala Hala, I probably pronounced that wrong, sorry. He was able to save all living beings and bring order to the world. Any state of fear will weaken your auric fields, making it more challenging to keep attachments away and to keep control of your energy. Lord Shiva asks you to address any parasitic connections or energy attachments that have been draining your vitality, influencing and interrupting thought processes. Ascension of Master Lord Shiva holds the power of destruction and creation within his grasp, suggesting that you regain control over your own energy exchanges and remove energetic ties that are consuming your life in a negative way, reducing spiritual manipulation. Dance and body movement will lighten your heart to let go and free yourself from old restrictions. Holding on to anger is swallowing poison. Be at peace with your demons. And the affirmation is, I remove unbalanced energy with ease. I am secure. I am safe. Okay, so I just did a video on how to balance, or I was balancing us for the day because I was feeling very off energy wise, and I was feeling very off yesterday as well. And I taught you guys last week, I think it was, how to balance the chakras in general. So if you haven't seen that, you can go back there and watch that video because it is very helpful. The reason that it is so important is, like, when I go to, say, the store or the mall, anywhere with people, really, I can really sense energy, and it is very it affects me greatly, in not a great way. So I start to get a headache. I get a lot of pressure. I feel like I'm almost drunk is what it feels like for me. I then get in a bad mood. Like, I can feel myself turning irritated and angry, and that's because I'm so open, and if I didn't protect myself before going in there, which is my own fault, but anyways, I tend to have things like attached to me, and so then I need to do not only balancing my chakras and my meridians, but then I have to, like, remove negative attachments and entities and stuff from myself. And then it's also with who you're around all the time, and it's what you have in your life. So if you are drinking, if you are smoking, if you're doing any sort of drugs, that allows negative attachments to come more easily into our bodies. And then if you have like a lot of stress, or your hormones are going all crazy, I feel like those are times when also you are kind of more open to having those negative attachments come in. And I can sense it immediately. I could literally be in a completely fine mood, go in somewhere, and then get in my car and feel like an anger ball. And then I'm like, okay, I have a negative attachment and I need to release it for myself, because it changes my mood so much. It makes me feel irritable, angry. I feel like almost like a depressed feeling, and like moody. Like, so many different things can affect me like that. So yeah, just keep yourself surrounded by great things and great people and high vibrational things. And if you're feeling like in a funk, take out that pendulum, or just say with intention that you're releasing all of those negative things from your life and from your energy field, and then get that positive energy added back in, and then, we can kind of start again. So that's a great message for the day. And again, try, if you do get a pendulum, again, that could be like $20, and you can just, like, go over options and see which one it picks, and kind of just play with it. And then the more you get comfortable, the more you can communicate with your guides, and it is amazing. Okay, have a wonderful day. Goodbye, guys.